So hey guys, Watch Out V1 here with some more Kerbal Space Program. Now, I'm going to show you what I have learned in the last few days of being out of town and playing with this game on my laptop. Start game. What we're going to do is we're going to start a We're going to start a creative mode, just so I can show you what we are trying to work our way up to. Start. Override it. I'm going to show you that we can land on the moon. Now, I've never successfully... Yes, I have. Never mind. I've successfully made it back to Kerbal once. So let's go here and build our rocket ship to fly to the moon. I've been watching a guy named Scott Manley on YouTube, and he pretty much taught me how to do this game. Alright, so what we're going to do is go ahead and put a parachute on here. Yeah, I'm in the wrong section for that, I think. I never remember what section's what. There's a parachute. Alright, so we have a nose cone parachute. I'm going to add a... Where is it? I'd like to add a decent sized fuel tank on here. But what we'll do is, hold on, what's one of these weigh? Mass 1.125, 4.5. Let's do a couple of these. In fact, let's do a total of... Ooh, hold on. What's... Shit. I hate that. What's this? Rocket Max. Alright, never mind. That's for like rocket fuel. Oh, that's what I want right there. We're going to do... Oh, I didn't look at its weight. Shit. I'm going to put one of these and one of these. How's that? That sounds great. Now we're going to go ahead and start off with a smaller engine, not a Rocket Max. A Poodle. That's not what we need. 30, 50. This has 50 pounds of thrust or whatever. So this is our basic moon lander. This is what we're going to use to actually land on the moon. Now, we do need solar panels. Let's go ahead and add two will do. So there's a couple solar panels so we can get electricity even once we burn it all up. We will definitely need a ladder and landing struts. That's not it. That's it. This is a retractable ladder, guys. We only need one. I'm going to put it right in front of the pod, which is right there. So this is a retractable ladder that we'll be able to retract up in there for aerodynamics, and it doesn't take much mass compared... Well, same mass as the rest, I believe. So we're almost done with just our basic moon lander. Let's have 4 of these on here. Whatever, that's fine. Alright, this is our basic moon lander right here. This, we're going to land on the moon, be able to go stab our flag down, and then hopefully have enough fuel to be able to make it back. That's the plan. And that's where my problem usually resides, is having enough fuel to get back. But I'm getting better and better and better with fuel management, so we'll see how this goes. Let's go ahead. I'm going to do a little more than Mr. Manley did on this part. I'm going to add this and this. Oh, that didn't... There we go. This and this. And I'm going to have one extra rocket compared to him. So right here he went ahead and mounted 2 and he was done. But I am going to add another, let's see. Telling you, I kind of know what I'm doing. Only kind of, though. I am no expert, I'll tell you that. But I have successfully landed on the moon and then successfully flown back. Alright, we're going with 2 of these. I know this is like true overkill, it looks like, but I have a plan here. I still want good thrust, so we're going to go with this. Now, I want 2 decouplers to go on the side of this. How's everything going over here? These need to be separate. I hate it when they're not. I did put a decoupler, right? I did not. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. That would be a problem, wouldn't it? That. Then that. There we go, there we go. We're good now. Alright. Now I need the side decouplers. This is probably overkill. I probably don't even need this much, but in fact, you know, the more weight you have, the harder it is to really get out there. Alright, what I'm going to do, I'm going to mount 4 engines. He just had 2. I'm doing 4 because mine weighs a little more at this point. And what I'm going to do is put these and 1 more set of tanks. Alright, so we have this awesome rocket ship here. With high hopes, it will take us to the moon. We do need to add some struts for stability. This is all right? Alright, the only difference is I want to bring this down to here. That way all 5 of these fire at the same time. Alright, so let's get some struts for stability. We still have it set to lay 4 things at a time. So I'm going to put this here and here. Nice. Now I'm going to put this here and here. So that looks like it'll be fairly stable, doesn't it? I think so. And for just in case purposes, this to this. Alright, so that should be fairly stable, I think. I'm pretty happy with that. Now we do need to add different fuel lines here. Extra fuel lines. What this is going to do right here is this is going to feed fuel from these outer tanks to this middle tank. And the reason being for doing something like this, here I'm going to do it right inside there to right inside there. Now the point of this is so whenever you run out of fuel with these and drop them off, then there are still, this middle one will still be completely full, even though it's been burning this whole time. It's a fuel feeding system, so that's what we're doing. This right here is pretty much our basic rocket that's going to get us, hopefully, to the moon. To the moon, Alice! I don't even know. I don't know the difference in all these winglets, but we're going to add 4 of them. It is nice to get them as center and perfect as possible. Mine are always crooked because I suck at this. No, I know why actually. If I set them on, say, these, then they're straight. Ooh, can I? It let me. That's weird, but whatever, they're straight. So this is going to be hopefully our moon lander. Just the top portion. The rest is going to be out of fuel by then, hopefully. That's the plan. So, let's... Where are we at? We need a little bit more stability at launch, but other than that, we're going to be good. I'm going to lower the whole ship down just a little. Oh, whoa, that was a little far. There we go. There we go. Let's get our launch stabilizers. And we want that to be the same stage as the rocket setting off. Alright, so this is our basic rocket ship. I call it basic. We're going to name this rocket Hopefully. Because hopefully we're going to make it to the moon! Alright, let's give this a whirl. Save and launch. Alright, so we'll see how this goes. I was pretty happy my first time to even land on the moon. I was like, yes, I finally landed! And then I didn't have enough fuel to do anything after that, but I landed, you know. So I just had to cut some out, and we're relaunching. I made a giant mistake while we were in outer space. I really, really made a mistake. My bad. I rode in orbit too long, and we started coming back. And at that point, I could not get it adjusted enough. I would have just burned up all my fuel trying to get to the moon. We could have made it, but it would have been a real pain. So instead of that, we're just going to relaunch. So I'm at full throttle. We have SAS on, and let's launch this puppy. So we just did a revert launch, and we're going to try this again. I know I'll make it. Stuff can easily go wrong, though. I had set a node to tell me, you know, this many hours, this many days until you get to this one spot. And it said I wasn't there yet, and I passed it by a lot. And it still said I had like 6 hours left, but yet I was on my way back to Kerbal. And it's like, nope, that just messed me up. So I passed the moon completely, and bad stuff. But that's okay. It's no biggie. So we have good altitude going at a good speed. And see how this is burning all 5 engines. Once I drop off these outer 4, this one right here will be full again because of my feeder lines that I added, these yellow lines here. So just so you know, now that we're this high, we can actually cut down on the throttle to right around half throttle, and we will continue to gain speed. There it goes. Because of our altitude, it doesn't require as much to keep us going. Alright, so what I'm going to do at this point is we're going to slowly inch over to about a 45-degree angle, but I do mean slowly. We're going to go back to full throttle for this too. And as soon as these engines run out, I'm going to pop them off, and then we'll go check the map view. There we go. Drop them. We have a full tank here. Let's see. Where? Oh, where? There we go. I was spun the wrong way to try to line back up. We're aiming the right direction now, I think. Now let's kick over to the side. We really want to start working our way towards that 45-degree angle at this point. Let's see. We're 1 minute and 6 seconds from periapsis. That's... oh, apoapsis. That's actually not good. We're too far away. So we need to get more at an angle, which is what I'm working on right now. We want to try to be between 40 and 50 seconds away, not a minute. So we're at what I think to be a pretty bad trajectory, but I'm working on that right now. It's about to start adjusting itself. It says 1 minute and 12. Yeah, there we go. Time's ticking down, which is good. We want to be between 40 and 50 seconds, like I said. I learned that from Scott Manley. He teaches you a lot about this game, and he explains why. And, you know, because of him, I'm able to learn how some of this stuff works and correct some of my issues that I had and go from there. Oh my god, this ship is so hard to control, it doesn't want to turn. Am I out of fuel? No. It's not. Here it goes, it's letting me turn it now. It wasn't letting me correct my trajectory there. That's good right there. For now. So we're good. We're 42 seconds from apoapsis, which is good, but time's still dropping, so I'm trying to correct that right now. I am burning a lot more fuel than I need to with all these corrections I'm doing, but that's okay. That's why I added the extra tank and extra engine, so I could mess up. So I could afford to have to fix myself. We have a good speed going here. Oh, shit, I think we're out of fuel. Yeah, that is the problem. There we go. I was thinking, we're just getting closer and closer and nothing's working. Yeah, well. My bad. That's what happens when you run out of fuel. You quit lunging forward. So we're doing good. We're doing good. Shit. Correction. We're good. Stop right there. we're just going to fly sideways until we have a nice round orbit around Kerbal. I'm not too worried about how many seconds away I am anymore, because we're at a high enough altitude that that doesn't make a big difference in my head now. But here soon, we'll have a nice round orbit around the planet. Once we have that, then we can figure out exactly where we need to be to land on the moon. So once we get the periapsis and the apoapsis just switch sides, which is excellent. That's what we want. I'm going to go ahead and kill the throttle. Alright. So yeah, this side's a lot further out, blah blah blah. I don't really care. So we are traveling counterclockwise around this from the angle that we're looking at. Let's go find the moon right here, add it as our target, and find a good trajectory to get around it. Now, actually, I'm going to stretch out this orbit just because how it's going to speed me up and slow me down. I don't want it to speed me up on the way here and slow me back down, getting away from the planet. So on the opposite side of what I want to correct, I'm going to add a maneuver that is burning prograde to adjust the altitude over here. What's the altitude here? 285, way too far away, but whatever. This is actually a horrible orbit. I'm too far out. An ideal orbit is about 80 kilometers from the planet. That'll be good right there. That requires a 4-second burn in 13 minutes. It says it down here. That's the reason that we create these nodes, is it tells you which direction to aim, for how long, and in how long. So in 13 minutes 22 seconds we have a 4-second burn aiming towards a little blue node on our nav ball that I'm going to try to find right now and aim towards, and that will correct our orbit. There we go, to where we have a nice round orbit around the planet. And then from there we're going to find a good trajectory to hit the moon. MUN, moon. Alright, we're here. So we are aimed the right direction. We're going to have to burn for 4 seconds here in 12 minutes. So let's speed up time. Just enjoy the planet while we fly past it. Or around it, I guess you would say. Alright. 7 minutes, 6, 5 minutes. Alright, so in 51 seconds we're going to burn prograde. I believe that's prograde. Prograde's towards your orbit, right? I don't know, whatever. We're going to burn towards this little node here to adjust our periapsis. So, speed up time here in 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6. 3, 2, 1. Kick on that fuel. You see it going? And we will kill the engines now. Alright, so now we have a nice, almost round orbit. Let's kill the maneuver that we had there. Now we are orbiting Kerbal. At a safe distance away, I'll tell you that. It may not be the distance I want to be at, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to speed up time until this guy is around here. Now, what I'm going to do is we're going to try to line up the moon with our planet right about there. And from there, it's lined just about with the horizon. I'm going to make a node right here and add a maneuver. Let's zoom out, and what I want this maneuver to do is meet up with the moon. So we're going to grab this prograde marker and pull, and this may or may not line up with it. If it doesn't, we'll adjust it, but it will. Look at this. The moon will be right here right then. We can adjust this in direction if we want. That looks good to me. I mean, I shouldn't have adjusted this one, it looks like. There. So that ought to work and fling us into outer space. That's just where we need to go, right? Long ways out. Look at this, the whole solar system. One day we'll try to make it to one of these other planets. But in the meantime, we're going to stay in our little area, our little orbit over here. Alright, so in 3 minutes 55 seconds, we have a 31-second burn that should take us to meet up with the moon's orbit. So let's go ahead and speed up time. How much fuel do I have? I definitely have 31 seconds worth, I think. Oh wait, slow down the time. First you want to aim in the correct direction. That's one problem I've ran into in the past, is if you don't get aimed up first, you may not have enough time to by the time you're supposed to be burning. So slow this down on the nav ball. We want to line up with the blue target. The blue is the one that we just created. I think it's always blue, just so you know. Right about there. And I am no pro at this, guys. I've learned a lot from watching Scott Manley. The guy teaches you how to do this. He's a YouTuber slash astronomer slash hacker slash gamer. That's what he claims to be. And he sounds like he knows what he's talking about whenever it comes to this stuff. So here in 12 seconds, we have a 31-second burn coming up. So this is our orbit currently, and we want to stretch it out to here. So 4, 3, 2, 1, full throttle. And you don't have to go full throttle. That's just the only way that this timer will be at the time that's set. If you go half throttle, it adjusts and it'll tell you, 45 seconds or whatever. But we're burning towards our marker to stretch out our orbit until it lines up with the moon. This game's fun, guys. I want to eventually do this in career mode. So right now I'm just showing you guys what I've learned. Ooh, shit. Alright. I'll give it a little throttle. X. Alright, so we're just right, I think. I mean, that's good enough, right? We're still going to be lined up with the moon. I know this looks weird, but you'll see it when we get there. So let's go ahead and line up with our guy named Hopefully. That's the name of our ship. And let's speed up some time until we get closer to the moon. We're going at 100 times speed increase. And 100 times is not very fast. Let's go at 1,000 times warp. We're at 1,000 times warp now. And I'm about to slow it back down here in a minute. We're slowly losing speed, but that's okay. It's no biggie. So what I'm going to do is get us into this orange, which means that we are in the sphere of influence of this orbit, of this planet, or of this moon. Alright, as you see, alright, slow down the time. As you see, once I got here to where it was the orange, we've actually changed our trajectory completely. It has changed our orbit to fling us around this moon. So what I am going to do is right about here, right here, we're going to add a maneuver. This maneuver is going to be to burn prograde, which is this circle. And that should stretch us. That's actually the wrong direction, sorry. I meant to pull on the one with the X in it. We're having issues here. Sorry, let's get rid of this maneuver. Alright, I'm going to say right about here, add maneuver. And this is going to be to adjust us to actually go around the moon, not into the moon. And then now we can pull this one to actually make an orbit around it. There you go. There is our starting orbit for going around the moon. So in order to do this, it's going to take a 20-second burn in 39 minutes. Aimed. Let's go ahead and aim the right direction. That's always a good first step, Get aimed the right way. Alright, here we go. There it is. Go back. This thing's really hard to control right now. The ship is still so big from my giant fuel tank and engine that I left on it. But you know, we're using all that. I'm trying not to waste my moon lander gas yet. Alright. We are aimed the correct direction. Now what I'm going to do is speed up time until we hit the 35, or you know, back down to lower time. 6 minutes. Alright, speed it up a little. 5 minutes. 4 minutes. 3, 2, 1. Alright, so in 51 seconds, if I didn't do anything, we'd just slam right into the moon. That's what this is supposed to be doing. But we're going to make a burn this way, I believe. You know, it'd probably be easier to go that way. But too late, right? We've already set this node, which is telling us exactly which way to burn and everything. Alright, so in 6 seconds we're going to start our burn. And I'm not going to go full throttle. Let's go. We're going about half throttle right here. Oh, we ran out of fuel with that tank, so let's drop it off. Kick that on. And yeah, we're going to go full throttle because this small engine takes longer to get anywhere. So it says about 43 seconds of a burn. We're going full throttle. But this is working out. I'm going to go ahead and set our whatever you call that to this. Our whatever, who cares? Our point of view, I don't know. Look at this. Look at this. I'm ready to kill the engine as soon as I need to. We're going to be about 42,000 meters. So in other words, about 4,000 kilometers away from the moon right here. So I'm going to go ahead and exit this there. So once we get here, I need to make adjustments and then we can circle. So I believe we are moving clockwise. Let's look. No, we're going counterclockwise here. But we are in the gravity of the moon at this point, which is awesome. So what I'm going to do, yeah, if I tried to just go land, we'd be landing on the dark side. And I don't want to move to the dark side. Not yet. So, add maneuver. Now what I'm going to do is pull down on the one with the X in it, which is basically thrusting backwards, just to pull in the orbit on the opposite side. Say 38,000, 91,000, keep going. 65,000, 34,000, keep going. See how they just swapped sides? That meant that they're, ooh. Alright, let's do something about this. 43 and 18. 34, 45. I want these to be very close to the same. 43 and 36. 42, 36. Whatever, 34, 46. This is just fine right here. That's just fine. That'll give us a fairly round orbit. Ah, shit. None of it's exactly the light side. We'll try to land somewhere over here somewhere. But first, let's go ahead and get there. Where's my ship at? Alright guys, well I am having to split this video into two. It turned out to be about an hour long for us to get to the moon and then back to Kerbal. So we're going to plant our flag, and that's all going to be on the next video. So I hope you guys are enjoying my series. I will see you guys later. Just stay tuned and you will see the moon landing and the moon take off back to Kerbal, I guess you'd say. So thanks for watching. See you guys then. What's up, asshole?
You did it. You killed it. Now cut me down before anything else shows up.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, the claw. I know how it works. The claw, the markings, the door, the hall of stories. I know how they all fit together.
Awesome.